Where we're going right now is we're waiting, unfortunately. So there was I think everyone's pretty aware of the order, property standards order that was issued around the cleanup of the debris after the fire. The owners then appealed that order to our Property Standards Committee, who upheld the order. The owners have since appealed that to the Superior Court of Ontario. My understanding is that could take up to 18 months for that case to be heard. So in the interim, there will not be any action taken presumably by the owners and certainly by the municipality while we wait for that to be heard by the Superior Court. Once the Superior Court makes a decision, which obviously we are very hopeful that they will uphold the order, then we would expect that that cleanup could happen pretty quickly after that decision is made. But until then, it is status quo for a while, unfortunately.
What do you say to those residents that are living in that area that deal with this on a daily basis?
I feel for them. This is not ideal by any means. Nobody considers this to be ideal. Nobody would like to be, we talk about not on my block. I think that kind of debris is not anything any of us would like to see on our block. I will say that I think I will commend the Department of Protective Services in terms of the work that they've done. I think the municipality really has done everything that we can. Once it's with the courts, our hands are tied, unfortunately. And I think staff, have done what they are able to do. If I'm honest, it sucks. I get it. It just does. But this is unfortunately the process. I would say everybody keep your fingers crossed that the case gets heard sooner rather than later, because I think we'd all like to work towards a resolution. I will say as well, though, that my understanding is staff are continuing to try to maintain a dialogue with the owners. I think there is an interest in trying to come to a resolution that's a little bit more collaborative, and hopefully that could happen in advance of a court ruling.
As a first time, is this something that maybe, not this situation in particular, but maybe the slowness of the process of getting things done at a council level that maybe caught you off guard, that maybe you thought change comes a little quicker than what it does on all aspects, not just this file? Yeah,
I mean, so it's one thing, when there's things that are fully within our purview as a municipality, right? We can look at pace and, certainly, it's an old adage about the pace of change within government, but I think it's the same within any large organization, to be honest. But where it really gets challenging is when it's not just within our purview, where there's other levels of government involved, and especially the courts. And unfortunately, some of the more prominent issues, the ones that really have a lot of interest and impact on community, are those issues that are not solely the responsibility of a lower tier municipality. So whether it's the file factory example with the courts, or many planning files that are sort of working their way through the courts as well, despite having had a decision made at our council table. I think that part is a little bit harder to take. That waiting, I think, is harder because we've done our part. And even when we've done our part and moved fairly quickly, which we did when it came to the file factory as this example, acted very quickly to allow them to take down the portion of the building that was causing the public safety issue on Cabin Street. That happened in a matter of weeks, right? I mean, the fire, obviously our fire department was there, immediately to put out that fire. The property standards order for cleanup was issued in a very timely manner and upheld in a timely manner by the Property Standards Committee. So, in this case, there were no delays, at the municipality level or at the council table. The delay is in the courts.